Look how ninjas make me so mad with how buck broken they are. Like he's a everybody makes mistakes, and I'm not gonna condemn him for that. And Lord knows I've made mistakes. And hey, now I don't want to not jump the gun on Skip Bayless. But when it comes to anything surrounding Kyrie Irving, he can't wait to pounce on his man. All of a sudden, when it comes to Kyrie, it don't matter what it is. Stephen A. Smith has had a stick up his behind over Kyrie Irving ever since the last NBA season.
He probably has sticks up his behind for more reasons than Kyrie Irving, but anyway, go ahead.
Now on the flip side too, what was real interesting is that Stephen A. Smith was asked about all this, and I'm just gonna play you guys what Stephen A. had to say. I'm not gonna do too much talking. Let's listen to what Stephen A. had to say about Skip Bayless. All right.
Judge Skip Bayless.
Let me start it over.
I'm not about to judge Skip Bayless or anybody else for saying the wrong thing. God knows I have. Yes, you got to be sensitive out there. Mental health matters, life matters, human beings' well-being matters. And when you speak, you have to make sure that you're sensitive to everything that you can be sensitive to in articulating your position. Skip can defend himself. I will tell you that I've spent years disagreeing with Skip Bayless. I disagree with him now, and I'm going to disagree with him into the future. I know who he is. I know what he's about. Do I agree with everything he says or how he says it or the timing with which he uses to say things? No. But the flip side to it is that I know that by and large his heart is in the right place, and people make mistakes.
How come he didn't have that same energy for Kyrie? He didn't have that. Right. Skip Bayless did not have that same energy for Kyrie Irving. Well, look how ninjas make me so mad with how buck broken they are. Like he's a everybody makes mistakes, and I'm not going to condemn him for that. And Lord knows I've made mistakes. And hey, now I don't want to not jump the gun on Skip Bayless. But when it comes to anything surrounding Kyrie Irving, he can't wait to pounce on his man. All of a sudden, when it comes to Kyrie, it don't matter what it is. Stephen A. Smith has had a stick up his behind over Kyrie Irving ever since the last NBA season.
He probably has sticks up his behind for more reasons than Kyrie Irving, but anyway, go ahead. I think Stephen A. is part of that whole backdooria thing that Corey Holcomb be talking about, but
backdooria, Gloria. But ever since last NBA season, right, when Kyrie missed the overwhelming majority of last NBA season because he wouldn't take the medicine, right? He didn't want the medicine, and with virtually every loss that the Brooklyn Nets had, that was always an opportunity for Stephen A. Smith to have whole 45-minute long segments bashing and dragging Kyrie. Now he did this all season long, right? Virtually almost every day he dragged Kyrie with all type of bass in his voice and everything. You know what I mean? Well, he wasn't soft-spoken like this. He wasn't soft-spoken like this when it came to Kyrie. And then you fast forward now with the whole, H2N, when he put the Amazon link to the H2N documentary and all this kind of stuff. Oh, Kyrie Irving is just dumb. You know what I mean? To say the very least, in terms of how he was going in on Kyrie. Couldn't wait to drag Kyrie. But once again, when it comes to Skip, all of a sudden, you don't got that same energy. Now everybody makes mistakes, right? This is the same thing. This is the same grace that he gave to what's the Dallas Cowboy owner's name?
Jerry Jones.
Gave the same grace to Jerry Jones, and I can't respect the man who refuses to give grace to his own people when they quote make mistakes, even though Kyrie didn't make a mistake in both situations. He didn't make a mistake by not taking the medicine. That wasn't a mistake. That's his choice. I don't want to do that. You can't force that on me, right? And he didn't make a mistake when he tweeted out an Amazon link. I'm going to repeat it again, an Amazon link to a documentary that was being sold by Jeff Bezos. When he tweeted the link out to an Amazon is being sold to a documentary that's being sold by Jeff Bezos, and everybody came down on him for it, that wasn't a mistake either.
Right.
That was no, I'm just, hey, y'all, check this out. You get what I'm saying? But he doesn't have that same grace for Kyrie or for his own folks. He don't have that grace for him. But when it comes to folks of a different hue, all of a sudden he's soft spoken and
we
hey,
just have
now,
to take these things one day at a time. Really, bro?
I remember when it was maybe 2 years ago now. I forgot what the baseball, I forgot what the baseball player's name is. He's an Asian baseball player.
Oh yeah. And they got on Stephen A for going at the Asian people.
Because Stephen A said that basically he said like, an Asian person, particularly, I forgot what the guy's name is, but like he can't be the face of baseball because he can't even speak English and all that kind of stuff. And baseball fans the baseball world will never accept a foreigner who can't speak English well to be the face of baseball. And they came down on him for that heavy. But I'll never forget, they had some Caucasian man on, and he just scolded Stephen A and just finger wagged him like a little boy over that comment for about like 10 minutes. And Stephen A just sat there like when you were a little boy and your dad was getting down on you, for something, that's it, you couldn't do nothing. All you just sit there and be scared and hope that he don't, spank you as he's going in on you, wagging his finger, yelling about what you did. This man was sitting here just wagging his finger all in Stephen A's face. And he just quiet, just got to shut up and take it. You get what I'm saying? So he stay having grace for other folks. He stays having the capacity to sit there and take criticism when it comes to other folks, but let us criticize him over whatever little silly stuff he's doing. Now he's ready to get on First Take or his podcast and bang on us. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we just got to bang first with these kind of people right here, like Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? And then with the ones that Stephen A., the ones that he works for, because you're not ever going to be able to get anything done or be taken serious as long as you have a clown like Stephen A., as long as you got a clown like Herschel Walker, as long as you got a female clown like Candace Owens, like as long as you have these kind of just wastes of flesh and bones walking around, there's not really going to be, it's going to make things a lot more difficult. So in my opinion, you should put waste where waste goes and keep it moving.